Write it down, guess David.
Traveling within a couple of weeks, so here, I want to take you a picture.
I like that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yep.
You got it. Oh, I didn't get the fish.
I thought you made eye contact. Okay,
I said that. Which one's this one?
Yeah, the pearls is got
What?
I did. No, my phone. You're going to be one with
I know.
the other side of you, Amy.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. He's stretching.
Yeah, that's my father's.
I don't think Lisa's here.
Friends, are you ready to be blown away? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. L'chaim! I'll try that again. L'chaim! Good afternoon and welcome to the groundbreaking of the new KU Chabad Center. I am very excited and honored to welcome you all to our new home. My name is Tyler Ramundo. I am a senior at KU and I am from Long Beach, California. There we go. And when I first arrived, I knew KU was the right place for me. For future journalism, for club baseball, what I didn't know was how much this Chabad would really mean to me. I never planned to be so involved in Chabad, but Zalman, Nechama, and the rest of the community welcomed me and made this place feel like my second home. Before I started coming here, I didn't know I'd be going to Shabbat dinner every week. I started rapping tefillin daily and got the courage to be wearing a Star of David out every single day. And I even met a very nice Jewish girl here. While I have had many amazing opportunities during my time here at KU, I created a podcast. It's called Social Media Sobriety, if you want to look it up. I was an All-American on our club baseball team, And I'm trying out for the baseball team this Thursday. But none of that compares to the absolute blessing of a community I've had here at KU. The Chabad House has been an amazing gift for me and my friends, and I can't wait to see how many new faces it's going to bring with the new building. I thank all of you for being here today because it shows you how important keeping the spirit of Judaism really is. Thank you for making all of this possible, and I'd love to introduce my good friend and fellow Jew hawk, Ali Weinberg.
Thank you, Tyler, for the beautiful words. Hello, everybody. I'm Allison Weinberg, and I'm from Minnesota. When I arrived at KU, I was having a hard time adjusting to moving to a new state. I remember seeing Nechama at Wesco at the Chabad tent, and I immediately went over. I instantly felt more relaxed, and I was embraced with open arms. This single encounter led to my further involvement as Rabbi Zalman and Nechama welcomed me with their arms wide open and helped me find my home away from home. As we all know, right after October 7th, there were encampments and protests calling for the annihilation of Israel, along with the significant rise of anti-Semitism across the nation. I will never forget the day, just a short time after the horrible events of October 7th, when I encountered some hateful rhetoric on campus. I was angry, I was distraught, and I could not focus on school. I felt like I needed to go somewhere where I felt safe, secure, and loved. I felt myself being pulled towards the Chabad house, and it was there that I arrived that evening, full of emotion and tears. As I walked into Chabad, I wasn't surprised to see a group of fellow students who, just like me, came to the space falling apart, but left later that evening filled with confidence, resilience, and pride. I was once again surrounded by my best friends at Chabad, and I didn't feel alone anymore. Every single day, Nechama and Rabbi Zalman help fuel our soul, especially when we don't feel the greatest or we are feeling down. They keep reminding me that I always have Hashem at my side and I can do anything that I need to do without any fear or doubt. Chabad is my home away from home, thanks to them. It is now with my absolute pleasure to introduce you to our dear Rabbi Zalman and Nechama.
Wow. Baruch shechianu v'kiyimanu v'higiyanu lizman hazeh. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who has given us life, sustained us, and allowed us to arrive at this moment. My friends, as I look around and I register what is going on here, I must say, this is truly a groundbreaking moment. Our hearts are filled with joy and gratitude as we stand there on the threshold of making history, as we build the very first brand new building from the ground up that is dedicated for the Jewish student community at the University of Kansas. I want to thank all of you for being here today. A very special welcome to our community leaders who are here. I want to begin by giving a welcome to the longest serving rabbi in the state of Kansas and Missouri, who along with his wife have been serving the needs of the Jewish communities across these two states for over 54 years. The directors of Chabad of Kansas and Missouri, the head shluchim, Rabbi Shalom and Rabbi Bluma Weinberg. What we do here today is built upon the sweat and tears that you've invested over the years. I want to give, yes, please. I want to give a special thank you to our beloved Chancellor, who chose to come here on a, by the way, not bad with the weather, no? I always tell people I'm in sales, not in management. But look at that. Thank you, dear Chancellor, for coming here. Your presence means the world to all of us. I'm now going to mention our community leaders who are here. For the interest of time, we'll applause at the end. I want to welcome Douglas County Commissioner Patrick Kelly, Douglas County Commissioner Dr. Karen Wiley, the Mayor of Lawrence, Bart Littlejohn, Lawrence City Commissioner Brad Finkelday, Lawrence City Commissioner Lisa Larson. We're also blessed to have with us here the Lawrence Douglas County Fire Medical Chief Rich Llewellyn, who does a lot for the students when they make choices. I want to welcome Howard Cohen, the co-chair of KU's Ever Onward campaign, who does so much for the Jewish community and for the KU community. And last but not least, my dear partner and colleague, Ethan Helfand, the director of KU Hillel, our partnership we so treasure. But most importantly, my friends, I want to give an unbelievable welcome to the amazing KU parents and alumni and local community members and our beloved students who are here today. Those of you from 85, from GBT, the two Jewish fraternities on campus, we're so happy you're all here. Now, my friends, that we welcomed everybody, I just want to take 2 moments to share with you a very brief story. A story about a young child who was sitting in a synagogue, surrounded by thousands of people, who were all tuned in to a message being shared by a great Jewish leader who was sitting at the podium. His message was loud and clear, and it deeply resonated with everybody who was present. And this is what he said: every single one of us carries a tremendous responsibility to do all we can to ensure a bright future for the Jewish people. No one is exempt from this mandate. There needs to be a deep sense of urgency and responsibility within each one of us to do everything we can to ensure that any space we find ourselves in shall be permeated with light, with positivity, with the spirit of Torah, and the inspiration of mitzvot. Now, that child who was sitting in that room was quite young, but it was in those moments when a fire began burning in his heart and soul to go out there, to embrace a fellow Jew, to embrace a fellow human, to do whatever he can to uplift every person, to bring them closer to a life infused with meaning, direction, and purpose. My dear friends, that child was me. And that place was 770 Chabad World Headquarters. And the person who was speaking was the Lubavitcher Rebbe, my teacher. And the Rebbe's words never stopped ringing in my ears and penetrating my soul. Zalman, go out there. Make fireworks. Find a place in this vast universe where you can make an impact and touch the heart and soul of your fellow man. And therefore, it is with tremendous excitement that when I met my better half, that dream finally came true.
When Dalvin and I met, one of the first things we spoke about was our shared passion for finding some place in this big world where we can open a Chabad house. Similar to Zalman, I too grew up with the inspiration of the Rebbe to go out and spread light, love, Torah to anyone, everywhere. It was with this in mind that we showed up right here 18 years ago. That very first Friday night, in March 2006, we hosted 4 students for Shabbat dinner. We arrived with 3 things: $1, a dream, and a 6-week-old baby. In fact, Minna's bedroom, our eldest, was probably somewhere right here. The rest is history. Since that fateful day, we have been privileged to meet thousands of students, young men and women from all walks of life, from all affiliations and backgrounds, but with all one common denominator. They were seeking to connect, seeking for meaning, purpose, seeking to feel embraced and accepted, to know that they truly belong to the greater Jewish community. My friends, it is no secret that the greatest threat to the future of the Jewish nation is assimilation. Sadly, we lost more Jews since the Holocaust to assimilation than in the Holocaust itself. Let that sink in for a moment. We lost more Jews since the Holocaust to assimilation than in the Holocaust itself. This is why Chabad is here. Chabad at KU is all about ensuring that there is a strong and vibrant Jewish future. Each and every student who walks through our doors is not just one individual, but an entire generation. When I meet a student, I don't just see them, I see their grandchildren. I see their great-grandchildren. When a student connects with their roots during their college years, it directly correlates to their future, hopefully being connected to Judaism as a family.
Recently, during a 1 a.m. conversation with a student who was struggling, he said to me randomly, "Rabbi, what brought you from small town New York to big city Lawrence? Like, why did you move here?" So I thought about it for a moment, and then I looked at him in the eyes and I said, for this moment, for you and I to be sitting here together at 1 a.m. because you need to know that someone cares, that you matter, and you are an important member of the Jewish people. So that's why we're here today, because Chabad is not about building buildings. Chabad is about building people. However, in order to build people, you need a building. This magnificent edifice that's going to be right here is not just about bricks and mortar, it's a living building. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you hear the sounds of students singing, of laughter, of celebration, of dancing? Can you hear the deep bonding and connectivity? Could you hear the joy when a nice Jewish boy meets a nice Jewish girl? Can you hear the same tunes that will be played in this building that have been around for thousands of years? The sounds that we are going to hear in this building are the seeds of the Jewish future that are being planted and nurtured right here in this 10,000 square feet of light, love, and connection. As we stand here for this groundbreaking, I want to make a commitment. This is a shared commitment of Nechama and I and everybody here. We will not rest until every single Jewish student on this campus knows they have a home, that they belong. There's always a shoulder to lean on. There's always a hot bowl of chicken soup waiting for them. No Jewish student should ever go hungry because they miss a kosher meal. Every student should know they have a place where they can come to sing, to cry, and to dance together.
I recall during one of our Friday night dinners, everyone's highlight of the week, right students? One of our donors asked Salman and I, so where did you learn this technique of standing by the door and welcoming everyone by name? And we looked at each other like, what? Like, this is just an expression, a natural expression. When you meet a family member, right? You just are excited. My friends, this new building is a home, and it's your home. It will forever transform the future of Jewish life at the University of Kansas. This building is forever. Students, your grandchildren, if they come to KU,
Of course they are.
right, of course, they will be celebrating Shabbat in the same room that you currently are. A historic groundbreaking doesn't happen in a vacuum. A tremendous appreciation to the visionaries who believed in a dream of a new center and invested their funds and turned this dream into an actual building. In a few moments, we will mention many of our partners by name, and we thank all of our current and future potential partners for believing in this dream and making it happen. Thank you, Rebbe, my inspiration, for entrusting us with your mission and for being a guiding light on how to treasure each and every person like a diamond. It is very meaningful that at today's groundbreaking, we are including a brick from 770, the Rebbe's Sacred Shul and Chabad World Headquarters, bringing us full circle to where our dream began.
So now, my friends, you know the story. You know how we got here. And now we are so excited to where we are going to go. I want to conclude the thank yous by mentioning just a few people who are very instrumental in making this moment happen. First of all, we said we're going to mention all the donors a little bit later on, but I want to take a moment to mention one individual who will share with us a few words momentarily, who has invested so much of his kishkes, so much of himself in this project. We all owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to Bob and Merida Cutler for being the anchors of making this dream become a reality. I want to give a special thank you to the KU administration for being there for us, especially the last year, but for the last 18 years since we have arrived. I want to give a big thank you again to my dear colleague, Rabbi Mendy and Deveri Weinberg, who are the ones who were instrumental in bringing us here to Lawrence, who actually came for the first time, helped us find this house, and have been with us every step of the way. A tremendous thank you to the incredible team at Sabatini Architects, along with our dear partners, B.A. Green, led by Tracy Green and Dennis Argers, who are the best partners we can imagine for this project. Somewhere here, thank you very much. I want to thank our dear alum, Adam Rich, who has been with us for a long time making this project happen. Special thank you to our dear friend, Mr. Sam Rothschild, who's making sure we have the best kosher kitchen in the Midwest and beyond. We appreciate all the time. Thank you to our attorney, a nice Jewish lawyer, Bob Levy, who gives countless hours selflessly with his expertise, advice, and ensuring that we are on the right path. I want to give a very big thank you to our team, an unbelievable thank you to our incredible operations manager at Chabad, who keeps everything going, Mr. Brett Guthrie. Thank you for everything you do. We deeply appreciate you and your family. I want to give a big welcome to our new colleague, Rabbi Ariel Brudele, who's here this year, who's doing great work on campus, engaging the students. I want to thank our assistant rabbis, Rabbi Mendel and Rabbi Benzi, who are doing amazing things on campus and have been so helpful in making this event happen. Last but not least, I want to thank our amazing children. I was on the bus recently and my kids were being rowdy. I had 6 kids with me. So someone said, "You couldn't leave half of them at home?" I said, "I did." Half of our kids are studying abroad in different places, but our younger half are here. Children, kinderlach, you are the shluchim. You're the ones who make it happen. Thank you for sharing your life with the students every single day. We're so proud of you, Yisrael, Sima, Esther, Fenga, Menachem, Mishka, and Freda. And my friends, I wouldn't be a rabbi if I wouldn't make an appeal. So give me just 10 seconds. I just want to tell you, there are 613 mitzvot in the Torah. God tells us, if you do the right thing, you'll be awarded for it. Right? My friend Miles told me that. But there's one thing, there's only one mitzvah that God says, test me on this. And that's the mitzvah of charity. When you give charity, God says in the book of Malachi, test me on this and you will see that I will open the floodgates of blessings. And there are people here in this tent who have gone the extra mile to make this building happen. And they came back and said, "You know, Rabbi, it actually works. When you make that commitment, the blessings pour forth because God never remains in debt." So there are amazing dedication opportunities on the easel. Take a look. Be part of it. Let's make it happen. May God bless every single one of you. Mazel tov and l'chaim.
Thank you, Rabbi and Nechama, for those inspiring words. Hello, everyone. My name is Shayna Weinstein, and I'm a junior from Vernon Hills, Illinois, studying computer engineering. I am standing here before you today to share about the incredible gift of leadership that Chabad has given to me. Thanks to my involvement with Chabad, I have been blessed to take on a range of roles that have shaped my understanding of leadership and community engagement. From planning themed Shabbats and social events to making an impact in the realm of technology and communication, at Chabad, I have been taught how to blend meaningful rituals with fresh, engaging elements that draw people together and strengthen our sense of community. In the current climate on campuses today, my peers and I recognize how important it is to stand tall and lead with vision, heart, and without fear, knowing that every effort contributes to a greater communal impact. This is the gift of leadership that KU Chabad has bestowed upon me. I am so excited about this new building because I know that it opens doors for new, innovative programming and initiatives that will nurture the skills and passions of emerging leaders. It's a chance for the next generation to participate in and shape our community's future. It is now my great honor to introduce the leader at the helm, the 18th Chancellor of the University of Kansas, Dr. Douglas A. Girard. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Girard, for your steadfast commitment to our entire KU community. I want to personally thank you for supporting me and my fellow Jewish students and being an advocate of our organization. Your presence here today speaks volumes of your care and concern for each and every one of us. Thank you.
Good afternoon. So the rabbi said he's in sales, but I'm in administration. So you're not going to get the sales pitch from me. It's really delightful to be here today for this incredible event. Such an exciting time for our university, but really for our entire community here in Lawrence and beyond. This facility is going to be so incredibly impactful. But Nahaman and Zolman have been here, as I said, for 18 years and have had an incredible impact on literally thousands of people. And I think it was 2 years ago, Rabbi, I was walking down Jayhawk Boulevard and this van pulls up and rolls down the window with only half his children and shouts out, and we have a little conversation, and he's off to wherever you were off to, and one of our police officers rolled up behind you, and stopped me and said, "Chancellor, would you please tell the rabbi that that was a stop sign?" I said he was a little distracted. that you've had such an incredible influence on so many lives, and I get to hear that from students pretty regularly. As you all know, we have a large and growing Jewish community here at the University of Kansas, and we're really blessed for that. And you've heard from 3 of the students today, by the way, none of whom are from the state of Kansas. All right, we draw students, 43% of our freshman class is from outside the state of Kansas. We draw students from 50 states and from over 100 countries. And we also know that what we hear from our students consistently is really what helps them be successful, and we know it correlates directly to their opportunity to graduate here at the University of Kansas, is how they feel and how they can find a home at a university. And that's true of any student, but it's certainly true of our Jewish students as they come from literally all over the country to call Lawrence home, at least for a handful of years. And it's certainly the Chabad house where, this was it, right? Wasn't this it? Yeah, pretty close. Was home to so many of those and made such an impact on their lives, not just on their academic lives, but obviously their personal and religious lives as well. But this new facility, which you can see nicely drawn out behind me here, is going to be so amazing to have a really world-class synagogue and sanctuary, have a large dining hall for Shabbat and many other celebrations. A wonderful library as well, as I just learned about today. Thank you for the supporters for that. And really just a wonderful and a large lounge have obviously for gathering spaces. Really an opportunity to help our students feel home when they are here at the University of Kansas. And so we're really grateful for that. We might even be more grateful for the kosher kitchen. The other thing we hear regularly from students, and we all know it, if you want students to come, you offer free food. So we know, but we don't have a strong kosher kitchen here at the University of Kansas. And the only one we ever did have was started actually by this team right here. And we know that that's a really important element for our students who come and travel to be here in Lawrence, Kansas. So that's going to be a really fantastic element to this. So we can't thank you all enough for your work, obviously, for 18 years, your vision, and for those who are stepping up and the fireworks behind me to go on as we get so excited about turning some earth to start this project and look forward to its completion and what it's going to mean to our entire community. So thank you for the opportunity to come join you. Thank you for your partnership. And thank you all for coming out and for making this possible. It's really fantastic. Rock chalk.
Thank you, Chancellor Giroux, for your kind remarks. My name is Ellie Siegel. I'm a junior at KU from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm standing here today to share with you what it means to be a part of the incredible KU Chabad family. In 2018, my older brother Adam began his freshman year at KU, full of excitement. However, just 1 week into this new chapter of his life, he received the devastating news that one of his childhood best friends had taken their own life. Dealing with this loss and being away from home was difficult. However, he received solace and guidance from the Chabad family, which helped him navigate this difficult and unknown time. Talking with other students at Chabad, he realized that many of his own peers were struggling silently. He saw this as an opportunity to honor his friend's memory and create a positive change on campus. Together with Rabbi Zolman, they created Rejuvenation, a mental health program, a safe haven for students seeking support, connection, and understanding. Through this program, KU Chabad has worked to break the stigma around mental health, organizing workshops, support groups, and resources, all aimed to cultivate an amazing community. KU Chabad has created a support system that uplifts every individual. Together, we can do all we can to honor those we've lost, celebrate those who seek help, and cultivate a community where every voice matters. When I came to KU, I knew that I wanted to be a part of this impact too, just like my brother Adam. I've been blessed to lead Rejuvenation program and do my part to help my fellow students. On a personal note, I have also found my place at KU thanks to Chabad. It has helped me further connect with my Judaism. Zolman and Nahama are two of the most caring, understanding, and supportive people you will find. They deeply care about KU and specifically the Jewish students at KU. Through the combined efforts of them and the student leaders, we have been able to make an impact every day on campus. And this new center is a culmination of the hard work and the community that thrives here in Lawrence. To many more years of connection, impact, and celebrating our Judaism. Nothing happens with magic. Everything that takes place at Chabad is because of the incredible generosity and kindness of people who care, like many of you sitting here today. My peers and I recognize that you are our dear donors who are investing in us and our strong Jewish futures. And for that, we are eternally grateful. It is with this in mind that I call upon a dear friend of KU Chabad, without who this entire dream would have never happened. Someone who has dedicated so much of his time, money, and efforts to ensure that we could reach this special moment. Please join me in welcoming the key partner, visionary, and anchor donor to the new Chabad Center, Mr. Bob Cutler.
Thank you. I appreciate that introduction. And Tyler and Allison, you set the bar on those first words that you spoke, and I'm going to hope that I can clear that bar with my comments today. But these kids are amazing. Let's give a round of applause for all these amazing speakers. They're pretty inspiring about our future, and when we think about this building that's going to take its place here for many decades and centuries to come, we can all be proud that students like the ones that have spoken today are going to be the standing testament to the joy and the beauty of what Chabad brings to the community. I want to thank all of you for being here today, and I share in welcoming the many community leaders here today in honor of this commitment to the well-being, and I also appreciate the commitment to the well-being of the university and to the Lawrence community. I also want to take a special moment to thank my dear friends that have come today, my wife Merida, my dear friend Eric Kasuf, Jimmy Gerson, Ira's not here, I'm sorry, Johnny is not here either, Irv Robinson, Trish Ullman, her grandson, and if I've forgotten anybody, I apologize. I'm sorry?
Bob Levy.
And Bob Levy, who's kept me out of court for 36 years. Is, a great litigator never litigates, and I learned that from Bob Levy, but he's been a big part of this as well, so thank you very much. I'm honored and humbled to stand before you today as a major donor of the building of the new Chabad House. I want to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to Rabbi Zalman Tektel and his beautiful wife, Rebbetzin Nechama. It took me a few years to pronounce Nechama, and I'm so proud of myself. I've got it wrong so many times. Your dedication, your commitment to this community, and your love for every single person that walks through the door to the Chabad House is awesome and it's inspiring. You set a standard for all of us that know you to live a better life, to be a better person. I could not be more grateful for what gifts you've given me. And as I'm sitting here reading from this, which I don't normally read speeches, I forgot to mention someone else, so I'm just going to take the privilege of being up here and rewind back to welcoming and thanking Jennifer Loper, who is here today sitting in the back, who's been my partner at C3 for the last, I hope I get this right, Jennifer, let's say 16 years. Close. But Jennifer is the president of C3, and without the good fortune of the organization I was fortunate enough to found 38 years ago, without the partnership with Jennifer, this event with my participation would not have happened. So Jennifer, this is just as much my honor as I give it to you as well for everything you've done for all the colleagues at C3 and allowing us this opportunity. So a round of applause for Jennifer, please. She doesn't get the opportunity very often to be thanked publicly by me, but she's amazing. This new Chabad House is it's not just a building, it's a beacon of light. It's a place where Jewish life will thrive, where students will learn about our tradition, and where Jewhawks absolutely will, find a home away from home. And it's also a place where those searching for meaning will find guidance and support. Not only support from the rabbi and the chama, but support by their fellow students. It's a critical part of what Chabad is that sometimes gets unnoticed, but it's important to appreciate. It'll be a place where we celebrate together, learn together, and we all support each other in times of need. And we all know that times of need have been more frequent now than they have been in the past. And the glue that's held us together is the fellowship that Chabad has brought to this community, both in Lawrence and in Kansas City. The world In a world that can sometimes feel disconnected, this Chabad house will serve as a constant reminder of the power of unity, faith, and community. It will be a place where the doors are always open, where everyone is always welcome, and where the spirit of Jewish values and traditions are alive and vibrant. I stand here today not just as a donor, but as a member of our community, both Kansas City and Lawrence, who believes in the transformative power of Chabad. I've been to the Rebbe's resting place with the rabbi, and it is an inspirational experience. And I hope you all get the opportunity to visit sometime. Chabad is more than the Rebbe. It's 4,000 Chabad houses across the world that are spreading fellowship, kindness, caring, and compassion for all humanity, not just Jewish humanity, but all humanity. I believe that together we can create a space that will impact lives for generations to come. And I want to encourage each of you, in whatever way you can, to be a part of this journey, whether it's through your time, your resources, or just simply your presence. All support does matter. So imagine walking into the new Chabad house on a Friday evening, hearing the melodies of Shabbat songs, seeing young KU students engaged in fellowship, and feeling the warmth of community. Imagine the countless lives that will be touched by the kindness, the wisdom, and the inspiration that will flow from this building. This building that was not, this building will be filled with even more meaning as we grow and meet and make lifelong connections that will ever change the world for a better place. And if you haven't come to Chabad on a Friday evening, your world, your belief in the future of the Jewish community, the entire community, will be lifted. There is nothing like a Friday night at Chabad. It is insanity, it is craziness, it is just something that I can't even describe it. But if you haven't come to a Friday night, you've got to experience it. And I could go on about the Friday nights. They are just, they are intoxicating. So,
Could you clarify that, please?
yes. This building is more than bricks and mortar.
You're trying.
It is the heart of our community, and it's a testament to our collective commitment to all things good. It ensures our future. This building will ensure our values and our sense of belonging to continue to thrive. These values are not exclusive to the Jewish people. These values are for the entire community to be a part of. The doors of Chabad are open to all that choose to embrace the love that God has chosen for all people. All people. Thank you, each of you, for believing in this vision. Thank you for standing with us, this small Jewish community. Thank you for being part of something that's truly special. May this Chabad house be a source of blessing, joy, and light for everyone who enters. And may it continue to shine brightly for many years to come. Thank you all for being here, and may we all go from strength to strength.
Thank you, Mr. Cutler, for your meaningful words and for your incredible support. Hi, my name is Ben Holliday, and I stand here today both as an alumni of KU Chabad and as a member of the local Jewish community. The building that once stood here helped me find and develop a connection to Judaism. When I was about 9 years old, I remember coming to this house and learning how to read the Aleph Bet. This is the place where I discovered what it means to be Jewish. It led me to so many different activities and places that I thought I'd never be in my life. Growing up in Lawrence, I could count all the Jewish kids that went to my school on one hand. When I came here, I was really able to connect with people and just make those Jewish connections. The Chabad helped me just make a fantastic foundation for learning about Jewish heritage. I came here to learn literally everything. I came for Sinai scholars, Shabbat dinners. My favorite parts was definitely coming and just talking to Zalman about Judaism and the Torah in general. Those were probably my favorite nights, honestly. I know it's been said a lot, but this building really isn't just about bricks and mortar. It is about coming here and learning what it means to be a proud Jew and making connections with, other Jewish people in Lawrence and at KU. We try and just make the community as great as we can, and with everything in mind, I'd like to introduce the Dean Rick Ginsburg, Dean of the KU School of Education and Health Sciences, to share some words, both as a KU parent and a member of the local Jewish community.
Well, when Zalman called me and asked me to give a couple of minute remarks, he didn't realize that in academic math, a couple of minutes is 45 minutes. So take off your coats and ties and we'll be all right here. I'm really honored to be invited to speak at this remarkable, groundbreaking celebration for the new Chabad building. It's an important moment, I think, for KU and the larger community. I met Rabbi Teitel nearly a decade ago when he was giving the Hanukkah celebration talk to the Lawrence Rotary Club. We talked afterwards and he invited me to come by with my family. I explained to him that I really wasn't a religious man and my wife was Christian. And with a thoughtful wave of his hand, he said to me that those are just labels that aren't important. He said, it's the heart, what's in the heart. That's what's important. So we went. My entire family was taken back at the joyful and welcoming atmosphere that others have talked about in the building that we're just about to replace. My son and daughter, my daughter who was recently back from a birthright trip where she had gotten bat mitzvah at Masada overlooking the Dead Sea, were taken back at the Friday meal and Shabbat celebration that Mr. Cutler talked about. My son actually said to me, hey Dad, when I went to church with Mom, it was nothing like this. I always love Rabbi Teitel's response when I asked him what the goal of the Friday evening meals really is. His answer, as only Zalman might put it, was to be done by 8 p.m. I thought that was a pretty curious response. So I asked him to explain. He said, look, Rick, the Lawrence bar is open at 8, so we have to get done so the students keep coming back. I'm always pleasantly surprised at the audience the Friday night Shabbat dinners bring. There's always lots of students and members of the Lawrence community. There's young people, there's older people, there's Jewish students, and there's frankly students from many faiths that come. Rabbi Teitel also asked me to give a talk one of the Friday evening celebrations after what I explained to him was an incredible life-changing experience for me that I had on my first visit to Israel. The reason for asking me, he said, was, look, Rick, I'm the rabbi and I have to say good things about Israel. But you're a dean and just experienced our special and unique homeland, and maybe they'll actually listen to you. In my estimation, the Chabad House is unique for both KU and our broader Lawrence community. For KU, it provides a home away from home for the Jewish population on campus, but in reality, for anybody wanting a safe place spiced with love and care. Feeling sick, they'll bring anybody in the community matzo ball chicken soup. When kids were feeling down and needed mental health support during the time of COVID, Chabad created a professionally guided retreat for students. There was no ID required, there was no cost, there was no religious affiliation attached to participation. Just the message of love and support the Chabad and the Jewish Committee strive to achieve. Also during COVID, Chabad hosted a book study on, of all things, happiness. I could go on, but this new house will make more and more kinds of caring and educational opportunities available to the Jewish community, to KU, and to the Lawrence community in general. And I got to ask you, have you ever listened to any of the rabbis' online talks or sermons? I'm not really sure how to label them, to be honest with you. They're messages of spirit and of joy of the Jewish traditions that are the core of our positive Western beliefs. Indeed, my wife, who's the daughter of a minister, is a devoted listener, saying that the messages of kindness and of love that he shares are what people of all faiths should be professing as well. This new building will expand the work of Chabad for all of Lawrence in so many new ways to help shape dialogue among us, bring the joyful support for any who enter that is the essence of the work being done here. At a time when we all need to listen to each other, to heal, to respect one another, and grow together in the spirit of God's everlasting values. This center will be a shining star, I think more important today than any time in my 20 years in Lawrence. I close with this. I'm personally really proud to be a part of this event, part of the love and the joy of the Chabad community, and I honor Zalman and Nechama for what they and this new center will bring to KU in Lawrence. Thank you so much.
Okay, my friends, the moment we've all been waiting for. The food, no, I'm kidding. The most exciting moment today. Thank you, everybody, for the beautiful, beautiful words. Deeply moving and inspiring. And we are now ready for the actual groundbreaking. Can we have a drum roll, please? Okay, the foundation of every Jewish building, of course, is God's blessing. So we're going to do the groundbreaking by having my amazing son, Yisroel, whose bar mitzvah is in 2.5 weeks exactly. This is his practice run, all right? Let us know how he does. So, Izzy, the first thing you got to do, of course, is...
Give tzedakah, charity.
Beautiful. Yisroel will now say a chapter of Psalms. Everybody please listen in. This will be a special prayer for the success of this building, for the success of BA Green completing the project in 12 months, God willing. Fireworks perfectly timed. As well as a special prayer for our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel. Just read it, please, for us.
Shir Hamalo Alacha Nisasi Esenai Hayoshri Bashamayim. Hine Kene Avadim Al Yad Adonai Keene Shivcha Al Yad Geverta Kein Eninu Al Adonai Eloheinu Asher Chaninu Chaninu Adonai Chaninu Kirav Shavanavus Rabba Shavala Nafshinu Halag Asananam Abuz Lukayayin.
Good job. You think he's ready for his bar mitzvah? All right, 2 weeks. And now we are ready to begin. So here's how we're going to do the groundbreaking. We want everybody here to be part of this. So we're going to do it in 3 rounds. The first round is we are going to call upon the founders, the ones who have made serious commitments to make this building happen, along with our elected officials and community leaders. Following that, we have our builders who have also made serious commitment to make the building happen. Following that, we're going to call upon our student leaders, who are the ones who keep Chabad rocking. And finally, our amazing children, along with the students. So what we have for all the students here, a special request, is we have special imported rocks that you are going to take one of the markers and write a message, write a hope, write a blessing, write a prayer, and we're going to toss it into the earth. That will be part of the foundation of this building. I want to remind everybody that every single dollar that is given is treasured and valued. One of our alum recently called me, actually Friday, and said, Rabbi, I want to be part of this, but I don't have much money. I'm still in an entry-level job. Please charge my card $18 for the next 10 years. I was like, wow, $18 a month for the next 10 years. That is something which shows the effort and the commitment. One of the most beautiful moments I had was around a month ago when a student walked in shortly after we announced the building with a bag with coins. He said, Rabbi, this is my charity box. I've been saving it for months. Use this for the building. So we don't underestimate the amount, the commitment. We're all in this together. We are blessed with so many partners. You know who you are. Many of them are present. We have actually over 100 people watching on Zoom. Among them are alumni from around the country and special donors. I want to make sure to mention everybody. So I would like to begin by calling upon the esteemed Rabbi Shalom Weinberg, the director of Chabad of Kansas and Missouri. Now we have over here on the right side the shovels and the hats. On the left side, we have a special plaque, which we made for our donors who have stepped up to the plate to make it happen. So when you come up, Rabbi Bentzi will help you find your plaque. And if you could stay there, we'll take a group picture with the plaque. And then you'll put the plaque down and walk over to this side and grab your shovel. I'd like to call upon Bob and Meredith Cutler. Our dear friend Bob has believed in this project. And without his permission, I'm going to share that he gave a $1 million gift for this building. Thank you very much, Bob and Meredith. Please come up. Meredith, please come up. I want to call upon our dear friend Will Kester, who does not like to ever be called upon, but he's going to do it hopefully for me today, along with his incredible son Jacob, people who give their heart and soul for our community. Without them, nothing at Chabad will happen. If I can ask Will and Jacob to please come up. I'd like to thank our dear partners, Irv and Ellen Robinson, for sponsoring the beautiful Robinson Family Plaza in front of the Chabad House, which will be the new Wesco Beach. Updated, upgraded. So Irv, if you could please come up. I would like to call upon our dear friends and respected community leaders, Howard and Ro Jacobson, who have made serious commitment for the building, and our true friends and supporters. Just watch your step, it's a little bit shaky. If you want to give them a hand, Ariel, please give your grandparents a hand to come up here. Finally, I would like to mention the people who are not here but watching on Zoom, David and Liz Vitter for sponsoring the Student Lounge with a very serious commitment. I want to mention as well the Recover Care family who have dedicated the kosher kitchen here in the new building. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you so much. And I want to mention Elliot and Sarah Tamir. Please grab your plaques as you come up. The incredible owners of Hawks Point Apartments who have committed to dedicate the beautiful sanctuary in the new building. We love you, Elliot. Thank you very much. We got our picture. The plaques. You can hold your plaque and get in the picture. And as they take their picture, I want to call upon our incredible community leaders who are here. Chancellor Gerard, please come up. Mr. Howard Cohen, thank you for everything you do for our community. Please come up. As well as our mayor, our city commissioners, county commissioners, Kelly, well, please come up. Our chief, please come up. And our representative, Mike Amix, who never missed the Chabad celebration in 18 years. Please come this side, friends. Come get the shovel. Benji will take your plaques. Please come grab a shovel and a hat. And if you could line up over here, we'll make 2 layers around the earth. Achama, please come up. Please grab a hat and a shovel. The hat is an upgrade. We were going to give you a black hat. We decided we'll go with the white ones.
A happy day to see you. Right?
So come over here. Once you have your shovel, you can come over here. Stand in the middle. Once you got your shovel. 3, 2, 1. Mazel tov! Take it away. Come around. Grab a shovel. Follow Tyler. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tyler, you hear the song? This is the Chabad anthem. Go. I go there. This is what I go there. This is what I go there. Come over. Oh, hey! Come around. Everybody. And where you can make your gift and be part of history. Now join me, my friends, as we repeat together 3 powerful words that symbolize the future of the Jewish people. Everybody together, Am, Yisrael, Chai, Mazel Tov. Students, please come up. We need you to write your name on a rock. Please come up. Everybody, we need you.
Okay, yeah.
Let it go the rain.
So it would be amazing if